another game of hardcore Minecraft, and we jump into the world with many goals, none of which are too important. We're just gonna lay down for the night real quick, and then get to it. I really like this song. What's it called? Just came on. Alright. Freedom Trail Studio, Pattendall. Well, it's excellent. Nice tone. I just like listen to this cleaning up after work. This is good stuff. I'm sure they're pleased to know that I approve. But anyway, in the modern era of having a couple of shulker boxes, we're basically always ready to go. I've got like some wood in the ender chest, I think. That's all that I really need to do, is make sure that I have some wood in it. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna skip the underground part of the canal, go overland, and then when we hit, connect with it there. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hi, Justine. Because where we live is at like negative 250 anyway. Yeah, you know, maybe I should have taken the canal. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, after all, we built the pillar. That'll totally let us find it. No, I mean, I kind of know in what direction it is. I just don't actually exactly know. The drawing of me plus Eggman is done. That is exciting. You know, I'm told that you improve at art by doing it more. I can't actually say if that's true because I, like, as a visual artist, I never, like, really tried to get very much better, but I can't draw a believable stick figure, so I'm constantly impressed by other people's abilities. How long am I going to stream to? Probably about an hour and a half from now. Right around midnight central is usually when I wrap it up. We need to find some kind of place to mine iron. You know, we could do any underground biome. We've sort of gotten a lot of the iron out of the area right by our home, but that doesn't mean that there won't be more. The meadow has a really pleasant color of grass. Like, I don't know how perceptible it is if the screen is smaller, but there's like a sort of bluish tinge to it, whereas you come over here and it's like a much more like green sort of color temperature in that forest. I love the grass color here in meadows specifically. It's good stuff. Here's the canal pillar. I knew I would find it. I knew I would find it. And from there, all we have to do is hit the ocean, and then the ocean that I think is there. And if it ends up being, I need to eat some breads. That run took a lot out of us. Because the idea of the canal is to take like a straight shot, but if I can use the oceans for a while, then we can make the canal like self-contained eventually. Since we're going to live forever, there'll be plenty of time for infrastructure. But I want to say that this whole river will just freely connect to the sea. And that makes, this is a canal. We made a smaller canal to connect to this one. I don't have any social apps, Justine. There's just community posts is the only way I ever see things. People tag me there. Or you could upload it to, I don't know if Imager is still a website. That used to be one that people use, and you could post the link in chat. That would be another way you could do. But yeah, I don't use, I don't have like an Instagram or a Facebook. I don't use TikTok or anything like that. You're doing it on your Obama account. Well, if you post it on an account that looks spammy to me, then I'm probably gonna mark it as spam, because it's hard for me to tell if a person that is pretending to be Barack Obama is actually Barack Obama or not. I mean, if he wants to watch my Minecraft stream, I don't want to accidentally, like, mute him, right? But he'd probably need to send me a letter first explaining that it was really going to be him. And obviously I would believe it as soon as I got it. I probably wouldn't open the letter. I don't really open letters if I receive them. It's very difficult to correspond with me. But I think, yeah, this canal is already pretty excellent. What we need is a pillar, right? Yes, we need a pillar here to mark that this is the area to go towards. And from the pillar, we'll be able to see if it's clear where we're supposed to be heading. But I think all the directions of the water, it'd be easy enough to remember that we wanted to go this way-ish. So we're just gonna crack any of this stuff. And we'll build a pillar out of sand unless we use something that isn't sand now. I think we should be able to get like many hundreds of sand blocks here. Some amount of hundreds of sand blocks. I wonder if anyone has ever found a buried treasure doing this. I mean, I'm sure you have. Because if you just dig up every beach you find, I kind of want to keep on doing it. I have no reason to believe there's a treasure here, but it would, it'd be funny. Alright. Now that the water rushes in, I no longer believe that we're going to find surprise treasure. As I clearly haven't given up yet. Because, I mean, wouldn't it be fun? It looks like there's a pillar there. I think that's just like a ruined nether portal, though. That's exactly what it is. It might actually be a functional nether portal, for I know. But, we'll go there in a bit, maybe. But for right now, oh, there's a lava pool right here. I didn't realize. Look, a lava pool! So we'll just sand pillar, the most traditional of all pillars, the sand pillar. I used to think maybe I could make them out of gravel. Sand reflects the light better. And also I can't get gravel anymore. I would have to get a different shovel. My shovel doesn't get gravel. It's ascended beyond that. But here, as we reach a stack above sea level, can we see? No. But this will want, so that place there and then there where we are pointing our heads. that over in that direction is where the canal will open up. So then we'll have this marker here just to be like, hey, here's the point. But we need to be going like negative x 90 or so. Yes, so basically right along this line is where, yeah, you know, actually, clearly the setting sun, if I just waited a little bit longer, would have indicated precisely what was going on there. I think this is basically tall enough to see, but we'll go a little bit taller. Because it's far enough away from home where if it's, you know, kind of really tall, it won't be that unsightly. Sometimes pillars can be distractingly tall. But I think this one will be good enough to be visible from quite far away, which is good. That'll keep it as a nice, safe thing there. And I was going to put a torch down, but I think actually we will go to sleep real quick here. It goes a real long way when it comes to protecting yourself in Minecraft. And now we're just going to orient ourselves on right about 90 degrees. Negative x, and find that we are right on track to get this nether portal, which is fine. We're making good progress. It's sort of drifting away from being on the 0 axis, but that's fine, because if we want to make it a direct connection to the canal over time, we can, but this is a much quicker way of doing things. But all right, so this nether portal is, oh yeah, this is the very large one. Well, very clearly there is a block of gold there, and there are marvelous. There is so much gold here. I clearly did not look very much here. All right, but first I need to take just a second here to look for this fan art. Very important. I love it. I love it. And you got the line from that song. Great. Thank you. It's good stuff, Justine. I will share it whenever I end this stream, or maybe tomorrow morning, or maybe the day after that. But I will definitely do that so that other people can see. If you want me to. If you don't want me to, just say. But usually, if somebody ever makes an awesome little fan art of me, then I'll be one of the first ones to be sharing it. Somebody else might do it first, but I'll do it too. Alright, we're just going to put the water down because I don't want to hurt my beloved gold block. Just climb up here. 4 gold blocks is a magnificent result. I mean, like, this is a good ruined nether portal. We could go ahead and make it, only the ruined one is so out of whack that it'll be a little clumsy. But we've got this one here that's almost entirely made already. And now the age-old question, would it be faster to find the obsidian or mine it here? I think it's just in the ender chest so that it'll be quicker to do it this way. Yes, that's exactly the case. So we just need to put a little thing here in the corner, and then I walk into the magma. Very nice. A very good nether portal, even though I made it really weird here. Quite excellent. And we're just going to take a look in real quick, but I'm going to put the sand into the box. Because if I get distracted and I need to crack a lot of heads when we go in there, which could happen. Sneak on magma won't hurt me? Okay, I knew that was true underwater. But, I guess I should have anticipated that it would be true for land as well. We've got our golden idol out. I don't think that it registers as gold for piglins getting mad. Ghast cries. This is likely going to be more or less on one of our little tracks that we had. We're just going to look around to see if we... Oh. A confluence of ghasts. A ghastly meeting. I don't think I can arc it there to hit his little legs. Man, that one really sounds close, huh? They all really sound chirpily close. Don't love it, but it's good that I can hear them. Alright, there we go. Big boo. Oh, come on, turn. Yes. Ah, well, I almost had him. They are so loud with the chirping. I think this is just a basalt delta, not anything cool. And we've got one of those little soul biomes. Those are all made of bone, which is like a really good way to get bone. But it's just like 9 bone meals, so it's like 3 bones per block. It's not totally amazing. It's just a good source of bone. But, alright, so we're here at, yeah, negative, blah, blah, blah. Just where we would expect. But I'm just trying to get my bearings a little bit and see if we're connected. Because this looks familiar-ish, and yet we don't have any, blocks there. And of course, being the Nether, every single place in it looks exactly like somewhere I've been before. But if we don't see the blocks laid down, then looks like it's not going to really be connected to anything else. That's all right. You know, we just wanted to look in and see, you know, if we got like a bastion or anything like that. We can maybe move on that. We've got some magma guys here, so we will swiftly strike them down, or rather, with moderate alacrity, strike them down. And now they're going to make pleasant, fiery, squeaking sounds. The piglin is a salty boy. He's actually assisting me with my enemies. He doesn't know it yet. But he is going to die in a huff and puff. Chirpy Ghast is chirpy, not a big deal. Alright, so we got only 15 magma creams out of that. I don't actually know what they're good for, but like everything in the game. Like everything in the game. It's so worth it to get it. Angry piglins are angry. We're just going to shoot one in the face, and then a second one in the face. Oh, he got distracted. They really like looting the bodies of the slain. You know, let that be a lesson to you. If you are friends with a piglin, just know they are waiting for you to fall. They want you. They want you to get hit. They might bring your mama flowers. They might be singing slow songs, but they were taking your golden shoes the second you were cold. That piglin had no sooner dissolved in a puff of smoke than his best friend was just like, we don't need our enemy anymore. Look at this. It's harsh, but you know, what are you going to do? What we're going to do is throw some of the rack in there, grab our sand. Not like the weird cobblestone and stuff. Maybe the dirt. Maybe the dirt. You know, just because it's a lot of it. We can throw it down later if we don't want. And then it's onto the boat, which is around here somewhere. Which is around here, right here. And further on the canal. Of course, this segment of the canal has been like almost 1,000 or so blocks, more than 1,000, without having to build anything at all. So a very efficient canal. I should have brought the leads with me. Is this sort of like where the end portal is, maybe-ish, a little bit? I'm not trying to go home. I just think maybe we're kind of there. So at this point, we will build another pillar, either because we're going to start another segment of the canal here, and that will be important information for anyone coming nearby, or because we're about to go and get like another pillar that we have to go to. Because here we can't really see the pillar, but we would have known this is the negative X canal, so we know basically the direction that we need to go in. Basically. If we're getting lost on it, the pillars would be able to guide us theoretically. Yeah, so the eye over there, anyway, would be drawn to the nether portal, and then right to here. So we can see a little bit more now, which is good. Yeah, I think here it's appropriate to just canal in. But that might be a massive ocean over there. We should check for a massive ocean over there. Because if it is a massive ocean over there, we might actually be very close to the Mooshes indeed. In the grand scheme of things. So we just need to check that out. I forgot to hit the button on my headphones that makes everything sound a whole lot better. But now it's on. And just in time for the rain. I think we've been here. You don't want to say it, but all the villages sort of bleed together after a few hardcore worlds. Oh, well, there are hay bales to be taken. Tribute to be acquired. That's always good. Here we enter into the savanna biome, characterized, as we all know, by it never, ever raining. I think it never rains. I'm not sure if it can at all. Also characteristic of savanna biomes, you get the weird water sources on the side of self-contained walls that for some reason haven't burst out of them yet. It's only in acacia villages that I see it that way, but that's very odd. By everything I know about the game, they shouldn't be stuck in there, but maybe I don't know as much as I thought. Did I come here and only take some of the hay? That seems more likely. Ah, an enemy. The best part about enemies is sometimes they drop loot. But we had a goal, and it wasn't to figure out if it rained here or not. But it kinda was to get distracted and find iron. And ooh, look, shiny. Because here we actually should be able to find a good amount of iron. So this is going to be a great little detour. As with the chasm of this size, we're limited basically only by my ability to squint. For there will certainly be plenty of iron all around. We will squat over a magma jet and eat a nice bread. That's exactly what you gotta do if you want to make it in this mine eat mine world. Gold! And the stereotypical surprise into a vast strange cavern with magma jets. Cool. Well, you know what that means. Time to get some torches and explore it a little bit. This is the exact same as working on the canal. Hey, look, we found gold and iron. This is the exact same as working on the canal. Only better, because here we get iron. Okay, it looks like it's sort of just a grotto. I'm going to try to be responsible. Just get this one last bit of iron. That's all I need. And then, of course, these other iron nodes that are a continuation of the iron node. That's all I need. Well, then, and also these gold blocks here. This gold ore, this iron ore, this other iron ore connected to it. And that's all I need. Hey, Natasha. I should manage my inventory better. Even with shulkers, you know, I can't be bothered to do anything right. It'll be okay. Look, people aren't good or bad people based on their inventory management in Minecraft. If I'm a bad person, it's for a different set of reasons. So I should stop kicking myself for it so much. Since I clearly can't change. Okay, now the source blocks have woken up. They just, I guess, needed a little bit of time to realize that they were being bounded strangely. Maybe these other ones are going to do it too, if we're around for much longer. Alright, now with slightly more inventory space, we can continue on. The beautiful sound of rain will be interrupted briefly, repeatedly, as we leave the savanna biome and enter it again, and enter it again, and enter it again to get my boat, yes, and then we'll leave it again. The rain respects the savanna. Looks like there's a white horse there, so yeah, I'm thinking the answer is no, and we just continue on the canal because we don't have to break too much ground, I think, to continue on, and a lot of it is going to be like dirt, and if you don't have to break even cobble to get, or stone rather, to get cobblestone, if you just could just do dirt, then you can just churn through. I'm going to spend more time putting dirt down in places where I accidentally hacked into it with my amazing shovel than I'm going to spend actually getting through the dirt at all. But we've already got more than a stack of iron and, like, you know, half a stack of gold on this trip, which is excellent. We're able to do multiple goals. Of course, we haven't actually done any work on the canal. All we've done is find water, but that water is attached to the canal, and that makes it a canal. Not this part. This is clearly so off of the negative X that it doesn't count. Clearly. Even if it's largely in the direction that we needed to go. So we can just start like right here, yes. This will also give us a nice opportunity to, you know, get lots of trees, and by that I mean logs. I mean, not lots of them. You can only get lots of logs by having a big spruce forest to exploit. But if you keep your head at just the right angle, then you won't go down a level. There we go. Oh no, did I make it not connect? Agony of agonies. Well, one of these is right and one of them's wrong. One of them can be more quickly corrected than the other. First jungle wood, I guess. That makes sense. There's a lot of stuff that we just never mess with because we, you know, so tunnel visioned on whatever it is that I am tunneling on that day. You know, if we don't get the jungle trees out from above this, they will eventually drop vines that will be annoying, but I think we can wait on that somewhat. And now the best part of the game, water bucketing. It's like so much faster than any of the underground segments are, but that, of course, you know, when you burrow under a mountain, it takes a little bit more effort. I mean, this is no kind of fast, but it's still, you know, it's pleasant. I find it pleasant anyway. But the important thing is this is going to allow us to freely move in this direction the one time that I'm going to want to do it. But it's very important because this is fun, and trying to get the mooshes home without this was not fun. It wasn't fun at all. I didn't enjoy it. This feels fulfilling. Like whatever I'm going through to make it happen, all I have to do is live forever, and it'll be worth it. This is only a silly canal if I ever die. Otherwise, I would quite like to have a canal one day, and that day can be this day. Just sort this out real quick. Here, here, here. And I think, yeah. Whole thing sorted. This will be a mess, though. And that's just because, you know, there's the potential for monsters dropping in. This will by far be like the sketchiest potential. There's not even an upper level for consistent torch placement. But importantly, it works. And that is the same as keeping a promise. We're just going to peek up real quick and see if it looks like... Yeah, we can just go straight through. That, actually, I think we're about to hit the Badlands and stuff. So I think we're actually very, very close to the Mooshes. Like within 1,000 blocks or so. Because that formation looks pretty familiar. Not incredibly familiar, but pretty familiar. But let's just continue on with the canal, because the point of the canal is to be a canal. This is more or less in line with the entrance there. You know, it doesn't have to be a straight shot. Oh, yeah, the block in the offhand is absolutely not going to work. Okay. If you ever get like a failed bucket action, you just place the block instead, which there's a lot of times when a bucket action might fail and you still 1,000,000% want the block to not go where you're pointing. Alright, the problem with all this dirt is it's dirt. And I don't have a secret chest with me, so we need to fix that. Because even dirt deserves a place to be. I'm not going to bring it with me. I don't want the dirt to have a place to be that badly. But there, in the nice secret dirt chest, the dirt will be able to ponder its existence. The nature of, well, not everything, but the nature of dirt. And what it feels like to be so common that nobody cares about you anymore. That's what dirt can ponder. What I can ponder is why I care so little about the plight of dirt. I mean, I'm the one who hit it with a shovel. I put it into a chest. What more does it want? What more indeed? I kind of do need some coal. I've got some somewhere else. I just don't want to access it. So mining more would be better. Like, I know I have blocks and such in my ender chest. And I also know that there was some back further in line there. But there's some right here. Alright, and that got 45 coal. Yeah, fortune's pretty good. So, and then we just seal it back up. And even if there is an annoying moaning sound from a zombie inside of there later on, we'll just ignore it. His criticisms will mean nothing to us. You know, this is just what I needed after a day at work. It wasn't a long day of work. You can't really complain too much this time of year because it's not very hot anymore. still a little bit hot, you know. There's still fires, but when I got to come home early, I sat around and drank soft drinks and watched videos on the internet. Oh, it was great. Really the high life. But I know I say this a lot, but I enjoy the simple repetitions of life. I like being able to come home and know that I'll sit down and play Minecraft again. It'll have everything to offer me, just like it always has. I wonder if I'll ever get tired of it. I mean, I'll have to. I've always gotten tired of everything eventually. I'm sure it will happen abruptly and without any warning, as what happens with the ends of most of my obsessions. Not that I would consider myself obsessed with Minecraft. I'm merely very focused. Moderately focused. I'm certainly focused on playing Minecraft. I don't know if we can ascribe focus beyond that, in fairness. No inventory space again? No inventory space again. It's like we're just gonna put more of this random trash in here. We're gonna put everything into this box. Because, I mean, we'll be home before... Yeah, we'll be home before we need to do anything. And now it won't be cluttering things up. And now we can pick up all this cobblestone and continue on, cracking through the wall. And it's one of those things where you don't know how much longer you're going to be digging, but you start to feel like, we're probably about to get out and see daylight again. But maybe not. Here in the sparse jungle, so called because it is not dense, nor is it bambooed. Eerie noise. So that's what, another deep dark? We just happened to find another one? Did we already know this one was here? It's like under a mine shaft or something. This canal is bound to give people a bad feeling. Everywhere you go on it, you just hear eerie noises. Yeah, just finding some coal once you have fortune. It's a lot faster than cutting down trees and cooking it, but not that that's inefficient in the long run, simply because trees are renewable, and going around and doing things is not renewable. Everyone has a finite amount of time. I mean, not me, I'm gonna live forever, but everybody else has a finite amount of time. Rent it to a park at Halloween. Yeah, that's a good idea. Be like, just don't touch anything. I know we always say to keep your hands inside, but oh boy, will you want to. I'm so glad that the warden guy doesn't get mad at you burrowing in the walls around the city. I think you got to get a little closer than that. And I don't care to get any closer. I don't care about the clanging doors in the deep. I don't need to delve down there. Hey, that's dirt. Dirt is, of course, very promising because it says, hey, we might be almost done with this place. Well, I mean, not this place, this segment of this place. I do love shulker boxes. Whoever said I would, you're so right. I'm sure everybody loves them, though. It's not that impressive to figure out that I would like them, too. I take it back. No points awarded for knowing that I would love them. Alright, I only thought we were almost out. The gravel was merely a red herring, and it's gravel above our heads, so we need to back up a little bit before we get to hacking away out of it. We got an internal space there. No excitement for that. Let's just get some torches there. Alright, nothing more to worry about. Back to the regularly scheduled canal programming. And this is more like it. This this is the segment that I was thinking we were going to be doing, not that 1,000 that was above ground. And required barely any digging at all. Shameful. But before forever, we'll get out to the other side. And then, you know, we might actually be relatively close to getting the mooshes home. Thanks entirely to, you know, our dogged determination on the canal building. Because if I was trying to, like, walk backwards while holding wheat for 3,000 blocks, it just wouldn't happen. But a boat ride, well, a boat ride, that'll just be fun. I can't, you know, I can't go back. I can't go back and get more water to start at this point, you know. We have to reach a water source, and then we'll go back and meet in the middle, which I may not even be able to do tonight. It's okay. This is like, to me, this is Ascendant hardcore playing, when you just like abandoned playing the game at all, and you just dig a hole through a wall of rock. Like, are you playing on hardcore? Yes, technically, but nobody can really care or tell. It's only that if you died in a tragic gravel explosion, I shouldn't joke, I'm sure it could kill you. And I do know that in life, mining is quite dangerous, but in Minecraft, mining in a straight line seems like it's pretty much not that sketchy, no matter where you are. A straight line might surprise you, but it's unlikely to harm you. But excellent, we're about to hit the water. Just as we thought, right over here, and... Okay, yeah, so the canal is going to reach immediately right here at the confluence of biomes. Which is, you know, roughly pretty good. It also means if we meet like a panda over here, or any other cool thing that we could meet, then we already have our canal already built, which is the other thing about building the canal, you know. If we want to like induce some polar bears to live with us, or panda bears, or any old thing, if we have like a nice clear pathway, that lets us do it more than one time. I'm out of arrows. I'm out of arrows. He's got a sword. The best part of the ender chest is having arrows with me. The second best is needing more arrows because I am a terrible shot. That one hit, that one hit, that one I thought was going to hit. That one is, you know, I just pulled it too much this side. I could have gotten the vertical over this side, or over the top rather. You can get the drop if you're just a little bit careful. It doesn't require a lot of finesse. I shouldn't act like any of these are hard shots. I don't think they are. You just got to get a feel for how the projectile physics are, and that just comes with a little bit of practice. Like, no, why did I put the ender chest up? I need Almost broke my ender chest for real. I think I could make another one, but not with stuff that's on me. Might be worth it to carry some blaze rods and a thing just in case, but you know, I do need to live my life in such a way that just in case wouldn't happen. Alright, where was the canal? Here? Here. Ah, the drowned is coming to visit. Very nice place. That's so curious. It is not wanting to go further, but I guess it had its own reasons. But this is my favorite thing. Just rocking back and forth. The peaceful sound of a water bucket hitting, knowing that without checking, the mechanics of the game have to mean that this is right. Because otherwise, the flow disappears and you'll be able to tell. You don't even have to look behind you. And you just get to make like so much progress or none at all. It doesn't matter which. I made the mistake of looking over. You know, we've still got so far to go, but a wonderful bit of progress, for sure. I probably mentioned this before, but I think canals are very interesting. Not like so interesting that I'm about to regale you with a bunch of facts about them, but interesting enough to where I'm going to talk about like there is a famous one in America called the Erie Canal, and I don't remember any details about it. It was probably attached to Lake Erie. No, it definitely was. I remember some details about it. But there was a little, sorry for tapping my microphone there. There was a song that we used to sing about it in school. Not like everybody, it was just in the little songbook, you know, but I guess it was a song they would sing working on it. But I was just so fascinated by the idea of people modifying the earth so that they could, like, put stuff on boats just to move it up and down the river. But with the advent of railways, canals fell out of favor except for very specific circumstances where they tend to be used still when they're very large. Panama, Suez, that kind of thing. But like I used to be pretty fascinated by the Panama Canal. I still think it's a wonderful accomplishment, but like the locks and the dams where they would like fill it up with water, like moving the elevation, like I just thought that was really impressive. And still do. Now I'm not comparing this to the Panama Canal. First of all, this isn't in Panama. I'm not an idiot, I know where Panama is. This couldn't possibly be the Panama Canal. This is the negative X canal. It goes west. And with that, we shall peer with our spyglass down to the other end and see the kelp growing, which is pretty nice, you know. Lovely. Alright, well, did I leave my boat? I left my boat. Did I leave it here? I left it here! How fortuitous. Alright, let's see how it goes so far. I mean, it can't not work, right? It just is a canal. And then we hang this way for a while because, you know, the vast bulk of what we did today was just finding this waterway that just so happened to be going exactly in the direction that we needed it to be. But sometimes that's how it goes. I certainly could have nether traveled home, but, you know, I didn't do that. This is going to be an extended sign-off. No, you know, why don't we nether travel home? There's no reason not to. Because all we gotta do is head towards spawn, and we'll hit something familiar or spawn before just a couple hundred blocks, yeah. Because we're only like 200, 250 total blocks out anyway. No! No! They have acquired chickens! Cavalry has come to the nether! I'm so proud of them! How delightful. These zombie piglins truly want for nothing, for they have cavalry. Ah, that's funny stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna go southeast. It's important for the bands that we know this is actually where we think we want to move. Right, yeah, and then we'll just, Alright, there we go. There's a pathway that we've got, so we're already on track. And there's a gas. That's right, I could look at it in a spyglass and then I get a thing, right? Nope, too far away. Did I do it yesterday? I don't think I did. There we go. Is this a balloon? Oh boy, well, that's a long way down. Yeah, you know, it's probably best just to drop down and reconnect with our previous line. There we go. A short entrance lets you know that it is a truncated pathway. Parkour! Oh, you want to go? You're gonna run up and then load the crossbow. If I was him, not that I want to give him tips, but I would load the crossbow beforehand, and then I would pull out a bow and strike them with it. Just what I would do. The fun thing about nether travel is that if you just pay attention for any moment, it immediately becomes 8 times faster than not traveling in the nether again. That's all you gotta do, is for 1 split second, pay attention again. And then even if you fall down, you'll ultimately be fine. Because we should be there, like, real soon, right? This is outrageous. I'm just like looking at my map and this guy comes up and hits me. Oh, we went the weird backwards way because this pathway is the weird backwards pathway. Oh, now you're running? You showed up with them. Oh, now you're scared? You're scared because they died? Don't care. Look, they give experience. What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? They give experience. If they didn't want me to do it, they wouldn't have them give experience. That's more than basic logic. That's just logic. Alright, I forgot how to navigate the nether again. There's the portal. Magnificent. Yeah, like I was saying, the good thing about the nether is, if at any point you start paying attention again, it's immediately 8 times faster than traveling. Like, I would probably still be like 1,000 blocks away. And no, that would be agony. Because I would be ready to finish up. Ooh, trident. Double trident. I'm no longer ready to end up. Nope. That's just single trident to one guy with a fishing pole. A trident is like a fishing pole with 3 hooks. Yes! Yes! Second trident, and you know what that means. We're gonna get a better one. No, just another one. One that has Riptide on it. Or Loyalty. Yeah, I think Loyalty would be more fun, because then it returns and we can use it, like, aggressively. Riptide, though... Riptide lets you fly. There are sure a lot of them hanging around here. Because with Riptide, anytime it rains, it suddenly becomes amazingly fun. A dark moon. It's good to return home. Every time I do in Minecraft, it feels like such a reprieve. Even if we never built a house. And even if we never do. Here on a day 185, what's it matter? What's in a home, after all? Just a place to keep your stuff. We can put up our stuff. Get our honorable loot smelting in the smelter. It's about to be outraged. Saying we're out of coal, but no, we're not out of coal. We just needed to be around. It doesn't keep working when we're not around. You know, when it's not loaded up. There might be a way to make that happen, but I sure don't know it. Tons of coal for the auto smelter. Alright, that's 2 empty shulkers, so we're making great progress. Because if we do this like right now, then we're relatively likely, not nether bricks, to just be able to do whatever. But, you know, if you leave your inventory messy overnight, it's like leaving a bunch of dishes on the counter. Here's the part where you just start putting anything into these boxes, making all boxes totally meaningless. But the point is that it's not in the shulkers. And then you can tell yourself that one day you'll be back to manage the inventory, but you'll never be back. No, you'll never be back. But now we've got another trident. 2 tridents. Alright, good deal. Alright, tons of fuel for the auto smelter, and then plenty of fuel for the blast furnace also. And I think we're going to yank the copper out. Because copper, like, we don't need it smelted. I don't know how much experience you get for pulling it out. Maybe it's practical to do it. Maybe it isn't. It'll probably be one or the other and not both. But now it is time for bread and bed. Get a seed for Garuda. They better be in here. I'm just gonna be the saddest person if they're not. Okay, here's some. It's like I thought I made a point to put them in there before I left, but that didn't mean it happened. It just means I thought I did it. Seeds for Garuda. And, well, it's nearly that time again. That means it's time for dance party with the crime family. Noble Belladonna. Luca bouncing his head around, having the best of times. Garuda inspecting everything. Maybe one day I'll build a house. Maybe. I mean, there's no reason not to. We could do it for day 200. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it for day 200. That means we'll have to spend the next 15 days figuring out where I want to build it. I need to find some more discs. This one's great, but it would be nice to have different choices. But that'll just about do it for this one. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Natasha. You know, it's more work through the weekend for me, but I'll try to stream at least an hour tomorrow night also. So that's it for me. Sleep well.